Hello all, welcome back to my channel. I am Aphrodite. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. It hasn't been that long, but I feel like it's been forever since I've spoken to you guys, and I miss you all, okay? Happy Gregorian New Year, because honestly, it does not yet feel like the new year to me. So hopefully by the springtime, which is really interesting because I'll have this message out on Saturday. I got it originally yesterday, which was Thursday. Today is Friday. You guys will be seeing this message tomorrow, which will be Saturday the 4th, okay? And I will say by spring, hopefully it'll actually start beginning to feel like the new year, because right now it's just feeling like, you know what I'm saying, just another day. So hopefully by springtime, it'll feel like an actual new year. And I'm like, especially by April. But so we're gonna go ahead and get into this message, out with the old, in with the new. So there is definitely, like I said, you guys will be seeing this message on Saturday the 4th. Okay, so there's definitely a cycle that is coming full circle, like full completion, a cycle that has been fully closed out and completed, or there's one that needs to be fully closed out and completed. Okay. Because like I said, this is a new year, so hopefully all the remnants of whatever the hell this is should be gone by springtime. Like it needs to be, okay? Here on my ends, like, cause I swear we're not bringing no old shit into the new on the channel. Like, we just can't. So okay. So this message, okay, also yes, take only what resonates and leave the rest for who it is meant for. Flip roles if they need to be reversed. And yeah, okay, flip the roles if they need to reverse and put it wherever it goes, okay? So this message is going to be about a past person in your life, okay? Either they are still, their energy is still like lurking around, or maybe like, I don't know if you're like healing from this situation, whatever the case, or there's still some sort of like ties going on, but something that is closing itself out, okay? Either completely closing itself out, take it how it resonates. So for you and this past person, okay, and for whoever, you should know who this past person is in your life, so I'm not gonna try to put anything on whoever this person is, but yeah. Also, yes, I'm going to give channeled messages at the end. Okay, channel messages, channel messages, confirmations, and synchronicities towards the end of the message. Okay, so that may help you also to figure out what this means for your own life. Okay, so this could have started off as a trauma bond, which was mistaken for deep emotional connection. Okay, and one thing I want to point out is that vulnerability does not necessarily equal trust. Okay, just because someone is vulnerable with you does not mean you can necessarily trust them. So anyone who identifies themselves by their trauma, like the spokesperson for struggle, is a big red flag. Okay, this could be either constantly talking about being done wrong or placing themselves in the position of being a victim. That is a huge red flag. Okay, so yes, huge red flags. That is what we call deflection and the refusal to reflect and acknowledge their own poor behavior, incapable of doing wrong or being wrong, like they're God's gift to earth. Sorry, babe, but sometimes the shit you're smelling is you. And before I get into the next point, I want to point out this tweet. And I know I have so many tweet references, but I want to point out one tweet because someone posed the question: why is it always you have bad taste in men and never abusive men tend to be highly skilled liars that conceal their red flags until it's too late? Now, the key word that she uses is bad taste, okay? So as soon as someone tells you that you have bad taste in men, that automatically tells you that this is not just a one-time thing, okay? This is clearly a pattern. So it's like you have about 1-2 relationships instances to where you can say that you are a victim, and then after that it is now a choice. Okay, if something is repetitive and it is a pattern, then this is now a choice. And whether or not that's not necessarily excusing the behavior of people that you have dealt with, but there's clearly something that you're ignoring. And so people are not necessarily trying to, and one thing is people throw around the word victim blaming very loosely. Okay, some people, we have people who are actual victims, and then you have people who are hypersensitive, and you try to tell them anything and it's automatically, oh, you're blaming the victim. Like, they always want to be the victim in a situation. So that's when you have to differentiate between an actual victim and someone who's just crying wolf. Okay, so, and it's like, if you are someone who's constantly been in a situation where you were the victim, then it's like at some point you should want to know how to protect yourselves. And in order to protect yourself better, you have to still hold yourself accountable. Okay, so let me just set the record straight on that, okay? Because I'm sorry, but I'm very tired of this sensitive ass world that we live in. Like, please, like, anyways, okay. So moving along to my next point, okay? So this person could have been like extremely entitled and possibly always in some sort of drama or trouble, okay? So you could have felt like you always had to take care of them as if you were their guardian, or just out of fear of what they might do to themselves or the effect that it might have. So anyone trying to guilt you with threats or self-harm is not a victim but an emotional manipulator, okay? And you are not responsible for or liable, okay? You are not responsible nor liable for them. So being in a relationship with this person, whatever kind of relationship it was, it could have caused you literal mental exhaustion, okay? Every time you'd speak to them or they spoke at you, okay, causing confusion, and possibly you began to think that you were the problem or that it was just a part of the normal ups and downs of a relationship, okay? But I'm getting that this is not just something where it's like the normal ups and downs of a relationship. It's that this person had their own emotional roller coaster that was going on within them, and they were basically dragging you along for the ride, okay? For some of you, this was just supposed to be a one-night stand is what I was getting, okay? For some of you. So take it if it resonates, okay? So for some of you, it was only supposed to be a one-night stand, and they turned into a stage 5 clinger, okay? Trust me, if you don't know what a stage 5 clinger is, go do some research, but you should know. You'll know if you've dealt with a stage 5 clinger, okay? So, and one thing I want to say, okay, so as much as people like to think sex is just sex, it is not. Sex is not just sex, okay? Reckless sex can have you in a body bag, okay? And also, it's like, if a baby can come from sex 9 months later, then clearly sex is not just sex. Like, I don't know why we're still having this argument of sex is just sex. Sex is not just sex, okay? Stage 5 clinger, now you got a fucking liability on your hands, all right? So, you can't just be going and sticking your thing and everything, throwing your cooch at, any gooch, okay? And I know people are like, oh, it's in our human nature to want to have sex. Okay, but also there's also discipline, and I'm sorry if you don't have like no sort of discipline, then I don't really know what to say to that, okay? Like, no one wants someone who doesn't have no fucking discipline. That's a huge red flag to me in anything, because it's like, if you cannot control, or you don't have no discipline or control over your sexual urges, it's like, what benefit are you to me if you can't even do something that simple? Like, I'm so sorry. Something that simple, especially because, and this is what I be saying on these toxic, these toxic masculine like podcasts and stuff, when they're talking about a certain demographic of men, because I'll say they're definitely talking about a certain demographic of men, and I'm sorry, but they be calling these men high value, and I'm like, the way that these men be talking on these podcasts, I'm like, how are you speaking for what you think is a high value man, and you yourself are not high value, simply because of the way that you carry yourself and speak to people. It doesn't matter if you think a woman is not of high value, the way that you speak to her, period, okay, as just as a human being, sorry sir, you are a walking red flag, okay? You're a walking red flag. And to think like I'm like, you're a wannabe high value man, because one thing about high value man is it's not necessarily accredited to what they have achieved in life. It is a lot about your character, okay? A lot about your character, a lot about the way you carry yourself, because like I said, it don't matter how you dress it up, okay? It's what's on the inside, and if that shit is ugly and it stank, boogie, you stink. But what the point that I was trying to make, right, is because I don't know, someone on there, I guess like on some of the podcasts, whatever, they're like, well, you can't expect a man not to cheat or something like that. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but you think a man who don't know how to control his dick is going to be dictating anything in the relationship? No. Like, I'm sorry, that is someone who is incapable of leading. And in my opinion, like, you lead with your dick, like, sorry, like, no, that's an automatic red flag and you're counted out of the game, like, period. So anyways, for some of you, this person was either always under the influence, okay, intoxicated, or under the influence, or easily influenced, okay, easily influenced by other people, things that they saw, okay? So they could have saw literally anyone and everyone as competition, or maybe they constantly made you feel like there was competition competing with you, or like you constantly had to compete with other people, like either not necessarily for their attention, but I guess like for their love, or like say they always made you feel like they might leave you for someone else or something. It's also, yeah, so they could have saw literally anyone and everyone as competition, or also try to get rid of competition, potential competition, anybody that they deemed a threat, okay, by talking bad about you to other people, especially that these people who they thought were competition, okay? And I have seen this happen firsthand, okay? Like, I've literally seen this happen firsthand. But, okay, or they think someone is always competing with them, but they're in an arena by themselves and no one's watching, okay? So, and I see people do this all the fucking time. So, and this is basically a way for them to make themselves appear relevant, because they can't accept being irrelevant. Okay, so creating illusions, which ultimately just creates more inner conflict and turmoil in their own lives. So if this was a romantic situation and you're connecting with someone new, they're having trouble coming to terms with the fact that you found someone better suited for you who just may be a better match. Okay, so they could be taking it out on you by trying to defend your character or the character of who you're connecting with, feeling lost outside of you and your relationship, which is making them spiral out of control, right? And that is signs of a stage 5 clinger, okay? Someone who doesn't know who they are outside of a relationship. Now that you're aware of their tactics, kind of what I was picking up on is it doesn't really seem to be affecting you, which is keeping your energy grounded. Okay, mastering the difference between your own thoughts and energy and projection, which is helping you triumph over the situation and restoring your perception of self. Okay, because it's possible that this person maybe, like I said, they're someone who projected a lot, deflected, so they could have made you like feel like you were always in the wrong or doing something wrong, like it was always something you had to improve. That maybe they would say, oh, my behavior will get better, if you would just do this, or you would just do that. I'm acting like this because this. I'm acting like this because of that. But it had nothing to do with you, okay? They could have constantly like talked down on you because like they saw how great you were, but they knew like if you noticed how great that you were, that you would leave them knowing that you deserve better. Okay, so it's like they wanted to keep you in a state of thinking that you didn't deserve better, or that you couldn't get better, or just like things like that. I think you guys catch the drift. Okay, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into these synchronicities and channel messages, okay? So you could be seeing a lot of ones at this time, or also kittens. You may have a cat. You could be hearing sirens, okay? There's a tattoo artist that is significant. So either you could be a tattoo artist, or a tattoo artist is just significant. Also, you could have been born on the 11th of a month, or this is not... okay, this person or you, okay? For this person or you, okay? So could have been born on the 11th of a month, born in November or in Aquarius, okay? March 10th is significant. So their first house, also their rising sign, could have been ruled by Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, or Pisces. They could be either like heavily lunar or Saturn influenced, okay? So whoever you are letting do your hair, you need to stop letting them put their hands in your head, okay? Especially if you've been getting warnings or signs from your own spirit team, okay? Someone needs to cut back on pork, including snacks containing pork and red food dye, okay? And increase fiber intake. So this person from your past could either be homeless or living out of their car. I was hearing Final Destination, okay? The movie Final Destination. Someone could drink, I think it's Anun wine, A-N-U-N, okay? A-N-U-N, wine, okay? Someone could be connecting with a mother or grandmother in the spirit. I was seeing, like old round circle bifocals, okay? Like those glasses, okay? Like them old school, like, straight glass, okay? Round circle bifocals, okay? The heights 5'8" and 5'10" are significant. I was also hearing Ben 10, okay? The cartoon Ben 10. Someone could wear buns a lot, okay? Let's see. Someone could have called you a nun, okay, or thinks you act like a nun. Basically what they're saying, girl, bad and holy, you bad and holy. The months April, May, August, October are significant. This person or you, like I said, this person or you could be born on the 4th, 13th, 5th, 8th, or 10th of a month. Life path 4, 5, 8, or 1 is also significant. The initials H, A, W, E, K, B, N, or V. A hawk is another synchronicity, or you could be a hawk stan. Okay, I was hearing Nantucket, Massachusetts. Also New England, Washington, Nebraska, Nevada, specifically Sierra Nevada, Virginia. The UK is also here. Someone could be Arawak, Indian, okay? Vienna, Austria is significant. I was also hearing Billy Joel, okay? Someone could have been listening to Billy Joel. Yes, also someone is trying to incite war, okay? Just go ahead and hit that ignore button. Someone could be a waiter or waitress. Also you have someone who is trying to collect information on or about you, okay? So be careful who you're telling your business to at this time, especially if, like, say this is a past person and they're still connected to people who you are connected with at this time. You're gonna have to keep your business very close to your chest, okay? And I'm not necessarily saying that you have to be suspicious of who you trust at this time, but just keep your business on the low. Okay, I was hearing Crazy, the song Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Also Lady Antebellum, Need You Now. Saturday is significant. Like I said, you guys are going to be receiving this message on Saturday. So anyways, but Saturday is significant. You could live near a park. Someone could be crying tears at this time. Okay, I was also hearing sister wives. Don't know what that's about. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Also, someone could want to take you to like a nice view or drive-in movie. I was hearing the names Warren, Kate or Katie, Ava, Sarah, Crystal, Ryan, Tara, Kyra, Natalie, Nathan. Pujari is significant, or this could either be a surname or Hindu priest. Okay. The name Tyra, Naya, Karen, Vivek. Okay, so someone could have been watching Grownish, okay, or something significant about Grownish. Sienna and Kyrie. Okay. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you guys are, enjoying your day whenever you see this message. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. All right, bye.